welcome back to my channel. My name is Sean, and if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell and like the video so you'll be notified when I do upload videos or go live. For those of you that are already subscribers, welcome back. I'm glad you're checking out this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the dreaded 5x12 repositional hoop. I've had so many people reach out to me saying they were scared to use this hoop. They don't know how to use this hoop. How can they even make it so their designs will stitch out correctly with this hoop? So that's what today's video is going to be about. Now I'm already have my design digitized. I have it split and everything. So I'm going to be showing you how I load everything into my machine and how I move the hoop to for the split designs so it stitches out perfectly. Now, if you do want a video on how I create the design, how I digitize it, how I split the design in my digitizing software, let me know below in the comments and I will make sure to do a video for that, or I may even go live so I can answer questions as I'm digitizing. So I have my supplies here. I'm actually going to be using a Gildan crew neck sweatshirt. I have some tearaway stabilizer and then my 5x12 hoop as well as the grid so we can measure. And this is how the sweatshirt turned out. So I'm actually going to stitch out another one since I have another order for in a different color. So I figured I would go ahead and record this and walk you guys through my process for using the repositional hoop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my garment hooped up, and then I'm gonna take you guys over to the machine and show you the process for how I set everything up so it stitches out perfectly like this. So the design will be split in half. So it's going to do the first two letters and then you end up moving the hoop and then you do the final two letters. But I'll show you guys that in just a second. All right, guys, so let's do it. So we are at the machine and I wanted to give you a close-up of showing you how I add my design in. So I already have my design. Like I say, it was already created. I already have it saved on my flash drive. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and select that, select my flash drive, and then let me go back and the design is right here. So I do have two different sizes saved. So these two are one size and these two are another size. So I'm going to go ahead and select the first one and select set. And so as you see, it's going to be more so towards the top. Whereas when I upload the second half, when I go to move the hoop and do the second part of the design, it'll be down towards the bottom. And I'll show you guys that as well. But I wanted you to see how I upload everything into the system or into the machine. So I'm not gonna change anything. If you change anything, if you move or resize this image, you'll want to write down your coordinates, your measurements, all of that, so then you can make the same adjustments with the other half of the design. So just make sure you remember that if you make any changes to one, you're going to have to take notes so you can make the same changes to the other half of the design. Otherwise, it will not stitch out properly. So my design is where it needs to be. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to move it, resize it or anything. And then I'm going to just click edit end and embroidery. Okay. And then, so my first two letters are ready to go. This is going to take about 24 minutes to stitch out for the first half, and then same for the second half. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my sweatshirt hooped up, and then we'll start stitching it out. And then I'll be coming back when I go to hoop the second half and show you guys how I do that. So let's go ahead and get this sweatshirt hooped up, and so I can show you guys how to correctly connect the hoop on the first two hoops or hooks so you can then stitch it out correctly. Okay, so I have my shirt hooped up, and one thing I wanted to show you about the hoop is that it's going to have 4 different connection areas. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So since I'm working from the top half of my design, I'm going to place it into these first 2 hooks right here first, and then I will move it down to the final 2 when I'm about to add in the other design. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these 2 first right here. And I'm also going to kind of move my sweatshirt out the way and then kind of feed it through underneath the hoop or underneath the eye and the needle without getting it caught. Okay. And so again, I'm going to go ahead and connect the first 2. And I'm going to use these clips here to clip my shirt out the way. You definitely don't want to stitch your shirt together. So I just use these clips. I actually got these from Joann's like 2 or 3 years ago. They do have some on Amazon as well that are a little bit bigger, that can grip more at a time. So I'll have all the supplies I'm using as well as the hoops that you can order right from Amazon. I'll have everything linked below in the description for you guys. And so I'm gonna just make sure I get this all out the way. And I'm just gonna clip all around. And get this last one here, then we should be good to go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is go back on my machine and I'm going to trace. I want to see where it's going to stitch out just to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and the machine will move and it'll show you where it's going to stitch out. Okay, perfect. And I'm probably going to have to move a little bit, clip this out the way. Okay, so I have it ready and out the way. Then I'm gonna go ahead and select embroidery, and now I'm ready to stitch it out. I'm gonna go ahead and let my presser foot down and stitch out. So I'll go ahead and stitch the first half, and then I'll speed past this part, and I'll be back when we're ready to change the hoop, move the hoop, and add in the second part of the design. so the design has finished. Well, the first half of the design, and it's going to let you know that the embroidery has finished. So then I'm going to go back. I'm going to go out and okay. And then same process as before, but I'm going to select the other half of the design. So click on my image, click on that one. And as you can see, this time is towards the bottom instead of how the other half of the design was at the top. So it'll be at the bottom. I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to make any changes. As you can see, it's still 5.61 by 3.63. So I'm not going to make any changes at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the hoop up. I also need to add in my new bobbin because yeah, I'm getting pretty low. So I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see me move the hoop and then restart the design. All right, so I have again my design all set, and then I'm just going to lift that up. I don't want to have to take the whole hoop off, but I need to put in my bobbin because the one that's in there is almost done. Yeah, it might have made it, but I didn't want to chance it. So you guys always check your bobbin before you start. And that way you won't have this problem. And this bobbin is jacked up. So let me grab another one. All right, this one's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and slip this in here. Sorry, I know you guys can't see this, but I didn't want to remove the whole entire sweatshirt for this. So, all right, new bobbin install, good to go. So now, first I was on these two hooks, the first two. Now I'm going to go to the last two. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that. All right. And then I'm also going to just kind of readjust my shirt, add a couple more clips. Okay, I just dropped that one. Let's try that again. Okay, and then what I'm going to do also, cancel. Okay, I want to do a trace. So I just want to see where it's going to embroider. Perfect. Okay, so I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and click on embroidery and then go ahead and get it started back up and finish the last half of the design. Hey guys, so one thing that I wanted to remind you guys of, make sure that you have enough room behind your machine when you're using this 5x12 hoop, because you don't want it to hit the wall or something behind it and knock your design off, because that can cause your design to not stitch out evenly if you if the hoop happens to hit something behind it. So just make sure that if wherever your workspace is, just make sure you have enough room behind you, or pull your machine forward as far as you can to make sure you have enough space behind your machine when using this hoop. All right, y'all, so we are almost done finishing up that last letter, the bottom of the A there. And then I'm going to unhoop this and I'm going to meet you guys back over at the table. Okay, she is all done, y'all. So I'm going to get all these clips off of here. And I had to use a lot of clips for this one. And then I'm going to loosen my hoop and take my hoop off. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and kind of clean up my the back of my design. And I will have all of the products, everything that I've used in this video, everything will be in the description box for you guys. Even this cute little garbage can, I got that from Amazon. So I just have not a lot of threads, but a few threads I want to cut and just kind of clean up my design a little. And then I'll tear away my stabilizer and be good to go. And you guys, I will also have these shirts or these sweatshirts linked if you wanted to purchase one. They will be available on my website. And I'll link all that information below as well. Okay, so I'm good with that. Tear all this away, clean this up. Try to get as much of it as I can. All right, cool. And then turn her back inside out or right side out. And let me move my garbage can out the way. And that is how she turned out. So don't be afraid of the repositional hoop. Yes, there is a couple more steps that you have to do. So you can't just put the design on your machine and just embroider, you know, it all out at once. You will have to move that hoop and you'll have to make sure that your design is split. And then again, if you resize one half of the design, you have to do the same to the other. Otherwise, it'll come out uneven. So just remember that. But this is how the gray one looks, and this is how the black one turned out. I'll also have navy blue, white, and red available. So black, navy blue, gray, red, and white will be all available. And then I'll have multiple options for the stitch colors too. So if you want to do maybe like a black on black one, or if you want to use a different stitch color, I'll have those options available. But if you do have any questions, you guys, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to do a video showing you how I digitize my designs, let me know that as well. And I can put something together, maybe a live, so I can answer you guys' questions while I'm digitizing some designs. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you're no longer afraid to use the 5x12 hoop. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.